Once upon a time, in a green and sunny meadow, there lived two friends, Ant and Grasshopper. They were very different from each other. Ant was a hardworking little insect. Every day, she would scurry around, collecting tiny bits of food and storing them in her underground home. She was always busy, preparing for the winter when the meadow would be cold and food would be scarce. Grasshopper, on the other hand, was a carefree fellow. He loved to hop around, sing songs, and enjoy the warm sunshine. He didn't like to work at all and believed that there was plenty of time to worry about the winter. One bright and sunny summer day, Grasshopper sat on a leaf and played his fiddle. He sang merrily, "The sun is shining, the sky is blue, who cares about the future, when today is so true?" Ant, who was carrying a heavy grain of rice, stopped and said, "Grasshopper, you should start collecting food for the winter. Winter is coming, and it will be tough to find food then." Grasshopper laughed and replied, "Why worry about winter when it's so warm and pleasant now? I'd rather enjoy the summer." Ant nodded and continued to work, while Grasshopper hopped away, still singing and laughing. As the days turned into weeks, Ant worked tirelessly. She gathered seeds, grains, and other tasty morsels, filling her underground storage room to the brim. She knew that when winter came, she would have enough to eat and stay warm. Meanwhile, Grasshopper continued to have fun, singing, and playing his fiddle. He didn't think about the future at all. One day, dark clouds covered the sky, and the first cold winds of winter began to blow. Grasshopper suddenly realized that he was hungry and shivering. He hopped over to Ant's home and knocked on the door. Ant opened the door and saw her friend, Grasshopper, looking sad and cold. She said, "Grasshopper, I warned you about the coming winter. I worked hard and saved enough food for both of us. Come in, and you can share my food and stay warm." Grasshopper felt grateful and followed Ant into her cozy home. They ate together, and Grasshopper learned an important lesson that day, the importance of hard work and planning for the future. From then on, Grasshopper helped Ant with her work during the summer, and he learned to prepare for the winter like a responsible insect. And they both lived happily ever after, as good friends who knew that it's essential to balance work and play, especially when preparing for the future.